I'm on it, Portuguese, say I. Portuguese, say love. I'm on it, Portuguese, say I. Portuguese, you know that I'm on that Portuguese, say I. Boy, but I ain't gonna let you go that easy. Gonna say you love me too. I ain't gonna let you go that easy. You're gonna give it up to you. Portuguese said love. Say it to me, say it to me, say you love me, NASDAQ. Portuguese said love. Say it to me, say you love me, NASDAQ. Portuguese said love. Say it to me, say you love me, baby. Portuguese said love. I'm on that NASDAQ. Oh my God, NASDAQ. I'm on that Portuguese, say yeah. Portuguese, say love. I'm on that Portuguese. Mm. All right, so basically, NASDAQ is completely snapping. And so let's talk about it. Let's talk about how amazing a NASDAQ is today. Number one, you can see I'm in a good mood today. You can see I'm in a good mood. So let's check it out. Listen, I'm telling you, man, you need to start having fun in your motherfucking trading, man. I'm telling you. You ain't never gonna see somebody have more fun than me in trading. Hell no. Hell no. Like, I'm telling you, bro. You gotta get yourself a MetaQuest 3. You gotta get yourself not a Nintendo Switch 2. You gotta get yourself either a PS5 or a PC, or you gotta start vibing out. I mean, I really love the Portal and I listen to a lot of music, and you gotta learn how to vibe deep out. Oh my God, trading is just so fun, man. And so today, right, and really quick, if I ever stop like moving the screen, that means I'm working with my hands, okay? But I wanted to show you something really quick. All right. So honestly, I think this is I mean, I say it all the time, like NASDAQ is a straight porn star. Like, you want to have some fun? Like, you want to have a fun night, man, on the town? Come to the NQ on Asia. Now, it's funny though, because I always hear this when I talk about Asia. Like, I mean, it's not that ICT doesn't have videos about it or whatever the case is. It's just that, like, this common misconception still is that Asia sucks and Asia does this and Asia does that. And really? Are you still thinking Asia sucks? Really? I need you to, like, kind of, and we'll get back to all the funky stuff later, but I want you to see something. All right. Let's take all this funky stuff off. All right. Now, really quick, this video is actually not about just this current Asia session. This video is actually about um us talking about what we call an anomaly. Okay. Have you ever seen, obviously we talk about algorithms and things like that. Also, this episode is sponsored by Gatorade. Okay. Definitely go out and buy some Gatorade. Okay. Not saying they're sponsoring this video, but Gatorade should probably sponsor this video. Hint, hint. Okay. Had to tap that on camera with you real quick. You feel me? Now, you know what the funny part is? All right. So I'm multitasking. It might seem like I got like the same headphones in, but I actually got I got two different headphones in at the same time because I'm listening to music while talking to you, and I'm trying to, you know what I mean? This is what happens when you have ADHD, like you just multitask. So a lot of times, right? I want you to not come into the marketplace and be so, oh, the marketplace is 50-50. Oh, it could possibly do this, it could possibly do that. Like, no, the fuck it can't. We talk about an algorithm, okay? So that means, yes, like Monday through Friday, we're doing the same fucking shit. Like, literally. It's not figurative, it's not cliche. I mean, it kind of is, but like when I mean it, like we're literally doing the same shit every day. So when it comes to what's first in your algorithm, you have your Asia, Judah swing, right? You have your London, 2 to 5, high low function. Okay. You have your New York optimal trade entry, which starts around your 7. Um, for some people, it might just be 8 o'clock. And I'll even explain this to you. I'll give it to you just because I don't really care right now. But the reason why I actually personally start like my New York optimal trade entry at 7 instead of 8 is because if you notice, right, um, that optimal trade entry is starting. Sometimes it'll be 7, sometimes it'll be 8, but you actually want 7 only because the algorithm can be slightly sloppy, right? But it's perfect, perfect. So what the fuck does that mean? That sounds like some high shit. But what that means is since we're in like a Q2 manipulation, right? And again, this is going over some stuff that we talked about in season 1, right? So we're coming up on distribution time. And so that means now all my students who have been with me through like my Q1 mentorship or my Q2 mentorship, like they're always themed, right? But it's not just on me, but it's also just the environment. It's not up to me. Like when I tell you, you need to learn how to trade all 4 environments for the year. So us talking about this right now, and we're coming down to a smaller level. So for me talking about that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever, right? The algorithm, when you get to like Q2, the algorithm's version of sloppy would be like starting something an hour early or doing something an hour later, or you get my point. Now, I'm not going to go too much into it. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you understand why. You get my point. I'm not going to say it out loud. I mean, it's a classic gem. But if you're one of my students, you understand exactly what we're doing with the 7, 8, and 9, essentially. I'll put it that way. But anyway, I want you to get to a point where you're just understanding. Like, yes, it is Asia Judas first. It's London 2 to 5, high low function, right? That means of the session or of the day. And that's a clear one. You really want to find your low of the day, you want to find your low of the session, that's where you find it. I mean, it's not very difficult. We know this. Now, my thing is, um, just so you are clear, yes, it is actually a AMDX on the year. All right. Just so you're clear. All right. So we're in Q2 now. It's going to sometimes go an hour early for our optimal trade entry. Now, when we come really down into this, right? OTE start. And then you have your, yeah, this is a straight up distribution cycle, flat out. But this is the thing, all right? This is the thing. I don't care. Okay. Essentially, I don't give a fuck. And the reason why I'm saying this, we're talking about anomalies. What does that mean? Like, what does it look like? Like, what does that do for us? Right? So when we actually, matter of fact, get me out the way for a dramatic effect. Get me all the way out the way. What am I doing? Here, let me get you to focus a little bit. And here we Bro, when I'm telling you, when you guys ever see me like checking these like over and over again, like I keep checking the bar up to my above me and shit. Um, it's because I made this motherfucking video yesterday and my dumb ass didn't fucking record the entire video. So tell me why I made a 2 hour movie and only recorded literally 1 minute of it. Oh my God, dude. I was sick, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I get excited to make these videos again only because like my students are dope, bro. I really love how they come in and like not only do like I motivate them and they motivate me, but we get to a point where like some of the stuff that we do is just so fun that like I remind myself my YouTube channel is not for you guys. I'm motivated by my students, my friends, my family. Like, you know what I mean? This is for them. This not for you. I could give a fuck if you want to subscribe to this channel or not. And this is what I'm saying about like, you know, I talked about this earlier, but it's unfortunate that like you'll find a lot of this stuff like let's say you find like a group of traders that you feel comfortable trading with. But if you're not motivating each other or you're not like really putting each other on with like, different things that you find or helping each other like really be individuals, you don't have to force anybody into your like trading style. You don't have to force your friends to do things just like you. We can all use the same basic concepts, still respect each other, still tell each other exactly what the algorithm should and should not do for and respect each other. It's unfortunate that trading community can be so fucking toxic, bro. And you don't have people and you can see this a lot if you go on Reddit, right? Go to Reddit and go to that futures trading tab or go on that ICT trading tab. Everybody and their mom is sitting there saying, you know what, ICT doesn't work, or ICT doesn't do this or doesn't do that. Listen, if you can't drive a car, that don't mean other people can't drive too, motherfucker. Just because you can't dunk a basketball, don't mean someone else can't dunk a basketball. Do you get my point? Now, listen, when we talk about anomalies, I need you to realize one big thing. All right. Now, when I got messages about this last night, right? It was more about like, hey, what the fuck? Like, how did you know it was going to be this crazy of an Asia session, right? And so, if you're unfamiliar, what happened last night, and this was Monday night, rather, I don't even know what day it is now, but looking at the Monday, right? We had some China plus Trump news, right? Okay. So like realistically, I need you to start like not saying I even give a fuck about the news, 'cause I really don't. Um, People ask me how did I know like why this is going to be such an anomaly, right? And the big gem to you, and this is where you could take notes, okay? I've said something before on this channel about the Asia session. I'm gonna give you a straight gem, all right? I haven't seen you in a while, you know? Ooh, hit my arm real quick. I'm also like working with my hands real quick, so I'm like rolling up and shit. I'm drinking Gatorade. I'm trying to stay hydrated because this weekend and every weekend we've been skateboarding, we've been skating, we've been filming. If you guys give a fuck about anything that is um fun and creative and you want to support some cool people, support my friends when they're making this fucking content too, because um we got to put each other on, and especially because it's not just trading that does like um I don't know. Not saying like the you can't be one track minded and be a trader, but there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do on the internet to actually like keep yourself busy. And once you become full-time trader, you start trying to fill your time with other stuff. I'll say it like that. So like the reason why I know that there's China Trump news and everybody was looking on Force Factory for what the fuck happened, but the problem is what? Asia never usually takes majors, okay? And also, I'm not saying that Asia doesn't move because it does. But my problem is, bro, when you start measuring this, this is 8 o'clock p.m., right? You start getting like right here, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is Asia doing? And like I said, if we realize that 9 times out of 10 on a regular day, Asia and mind, listen to my words, okay? On a regular day, Asia does not normally like to take a high of the day. It's totally fine that Asia takes this one. We can already expect it. Asia has no problem taking PM highs and lows. It has no problem with that. I'll give you another gem in a minute. But my whole point to this, right? You're looking at this going stupid. And you're like, yo, what the fuck is going on? There's nothing on Force Factory. And everybody's DMing me about it. And I'm like, listen, what do I do? Simple. Google that shit. Just Google, like, what the fuck is literally happening? Bro, I pulled this up and it was literally 8:40 going on 8:50 because I remember we're coming up on 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, my students know exactly what 9 o'clock is. I'm not going to explain it to you here now, but you understand what 9 o'clock is. But my point to you, right? We understand what a classic Judas swing really is. Let me get you out of speed, right? Classic Judas swing is I'm talking like a um not one of these ugly, disgusting ones over here. I'm talking like a real like classic Judas, right? This one's not so bad. So you have a bullish Judas. It's a fake rundown, right? And here, hold on, let me do something for you just because I'm not trying to um not give you the gem, right? So right here you have 9 o'clock. You might want to start looking for your Judas swing to start activating around that time. That's all I'll say. All right. So right here you got your 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. You see this fake rundown, and you see exactly where we land at. And that's why I gave you that right in the beginning, right into that 2 to 5. Do you feel what I'm saying? And yeah, we got stuff for that and whatnot and shit. So here, 2 5. Yo, shout out Ryan every time I use this, right? Also, shout out my premium members. You guys are the best. I'm also thinking about how after you see this video, I have a gem for you. Okay. So reach out to me if I don't reach out to you. Okay. But um I have a super gem I want to give you actually. And so right around here, when you see your Judas swing, right? What do I need you to fucking understand? I need you to understand when I say Asia does not normally take a high of the day, there's probably something afoot. But when you see it does here, you're like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? It still doesn't stop this from actually being a classic Judas, is my point. Right here, you got your 9 o'clock. So right after 9 o'clock, again, you're still going to expect your real Judas to activate. So it's unfortunate, right? And I think this is where people get thrown off super bad. And what did I say just now? Fake run is first on your Asia Judas, regardless of the actual size. And the reason why I'm giving you this gem now is when we come into this distribution cycle, which is like your Q3, your July to August, September. And this is one of my favorite mentorships that I do every year because, again, I make this joke all the time, but it's similar to Texas. And like everything is bigger in Texas. So you're not going to have that excuse, honestly. If you don't understand function, you don't understand structure, you don't understand time, you don't know how to use time or price, you don't know how to narrate reliably, you are not going to have a fun time. And it's going to feel overly complicated. And this thing's just fucking flying. And I'm talking like even the fake side can be this good of a run inside of a distribution cycle. Or if you get some news during Asia, and again, if they're talking about like, hey, you know what? China is looking positive, having talks with the US, everything looks good. Even they were projecting on CNBC that we're looking for S&P 500 brand new highs. And the only thing is, right? There's still an algorithm to play with. That doesn't mean, oh, Jay, you're telling me about an anomaly. Okay, that means fuck the Judah swing. No, that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is you're just not going to be sitting there with your fucking jaw dropped that fucking Asia is destroying a high of the day. You're not going to sit there and shit your pants. You feel me? So you're still going to run your functions correctly. Do you get my point? And the same thing, what did I say? If that's going to be, um, I mean, again, you don't have to be like an actual London trader to use this, but I need you to open your motherfucking eyes because you're not going to sit there and tell me function does not exist. What is London's function? Now I'm talking to you like I'm talking to one of my students. Low of the session or low of the day. I get it. I get it. I get it. And this is why I can drag this out for you, right? You probably had a moment. You probably thought, oh, this was probably to take sell side liquidity. Yes, we all did. But you need to understand something. If I'm literally saying this is where you find your low of the day, I don't give a fuck if it's within one tick. I understand if you're a brand new trader, this is really hard to get used to. Notice how we didn't even talk about a goldback level yet or anything special. I'm simply telling you that the reason why I want you to see this correctly, right? Let's go back here. I want you to see a few things. All right. I want you to notice some stuff. So, like, when you get kind of down to it, again, we talk about classic Judas. We're not talking about stupid shit. I'm talking about how on 9 times out of 10, when we go back, do you see what I mean here? You're not often going to expect Asia to come up and actually attack these super highs of the day. Now, again, like I said, I had a gem for you, okay? And then I'll show you it in a moment. Still pertaining to the same idea. But the only thing is, I need you to kind of get there mentally. Expecting Asia to all the time take these PM highs by themselves, not bad. But again, you notice this here. Again, this is still kind of like your high of the day-ish. Asia does not like taking what we call majors. So high of the day, high of the week, stuff like that. You're typically not going to expect that. Again, a PM session high low, that is not the high of the day. Yes, you can easily see Asia come down and fuck this over. Do you get my point? See that right there? So that's your PM low. Asia has no problem breaking that. Do you get my point? No problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sitting there saying it's some different shit every fucking day to where it's extremely fucking hard. No, I'm trying to just get you to understand you're not just going to come in and say, oh, Asia can do this. No, 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 not all the time. And if it is, and again, feel my wrath. What are you aiming at? PM low. You get my point. Asia, if you want to get somewhere down there, PM low. That's the only thing Asia's really going to have a real kind of appetite for. Listen, listen, Asia, little PM low, you get my point, my guy. It's almost too easy. And what do we talk about? Judas swing, right? So even with these highs up here, we don't do that till your London kill zone. So that's why we end up breaking those highs. That's not Asia's fault here, right? Now I get it, I get it. Like 2, 3, and whatever, it's 2:45. I guess you could say Asia took it, but I'll say it like this, right? Watch. 9 o'clock. Judas swing. Very easy. Get the job done. Right here. What are you expecting? Are you going to expect Asia to come up and take this high today? What do you think? Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no, man. Because what are we already expecting? Again, simple shapes. Where does it land? Come on. Right in that 2 to 5 window. Fake up, right down. And I'm giving you a gem like it's Christmas. Like, I need you to get this down. You want to ball out this summer? You want to pay your rent for 2 years in advance? Come on, bro. I need you to get there. I need you to get there. It's not hard. It's not hard. And it's funny, like I said, I'm not making this for you. These are for my future kids I don't have yet. These are for my family, my friends, my students. It's not for you. You think I give a fuck about this YouTube channel is the problem. Listen, you gotta learn what the fuck you looking at. Why make this shit hard, bro? Why make this shit hard? Where we going? Why make this shit hard? Where we going? Why make this shit hard? Why make this shit hard, brother? You tell me. What's the next song? Oh, okay. Matter of fact, yo, yeah, this song hard. I'm not gonna lie. So we listening to Nav right now. You ever heard this song, Hold Your Hand by Nav? Here. Yo, he snaps. This song is so hot. So if you ever hear this song, right, literally the first bar makes me think about trading. Like, you can't do this for somebody else. You gotta let them get great at this. I'll help you with all your problems, but you're becoming one for me too. Tired of hearing about them bills you gotta pay. Cause I got it too. He kills this song. Real things to think about. Like this fair value gap. We got real things to think about. Why ignore this fair value gap? Feel me? And my music taste is all over the place, bro. Like I'll go right from Britney Spears, right to Blink 182, right to Wu Tang, right back to Nav, and then I'll still go listen to Tina Marie right after this. It just has no like I don't know. I guess it's for all of us who have like ADHD. I hear the same thing when we talk about this. Like we're all over the place with our music taste, but it doesn't mean that we're all over the place with our emotion. Like we're in such a good spot, but like really being able to jam out to like I mean, first of all, if you don't like Britney Spears, you fried. I'll put it that way. Anyway, but what did I say earlier? What am I telling you? What am I trying to tell you? What's predictable here? GMO. So is this hard here? No, because you're already not expecting what? We are liquidity based, but you're not going to sit there and tell me that you even had a thought about buying. Why? First of all, displacement, liquidity made, fair value gap. You also had what? Now I understand this. You're probably going to say, you know what, Jay, you told me 9 o'clock. Yeah, but I want to also give you a gem. On a basic level, Monday is not Tuesday. Tuesday is not Wednesday. There's actually not going to get into the gem of it. That's for my students. But there are themed Judas swings. They're themed. Every week you have a certain style Judas. It's going to look a certain way. It's going to feel a certain way. It's going to trend farther or not, depending on the day. It does the same exact thing every single week. My students know exactly what I'm talking about. It's up to them to understand when we talk about certain PD arrays. I mean, at this point, I would understand majority of the ICT traders are just like and use gaps, right? I mean, obviously, is this hard for you? Even if the Judas started a little early, is that hard for you? You feel me? You got fake upward here, but do you see what I mean about distribution or being a manipulation? Us talking about an anomaly, like Asia doesn't normally take these highs, but when it does, you're still not going to be an asshole about it. We take a PM high. You feel what I'm saying? Now, this is where I wanted to gem you up real quick, right? I understand again, this is tough because Jay, you just told me. Jay, you literally just told me Asia doesn't take high day. But I also need you to open your eyes and I'm going to ask you a question. That's annoying, isn't it? I mean, it would be if that's not the high of the fucking day. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, it's a PM high, happens to be high day. So you got like both. Is Asia capable of taking it? Sure, man. Sure. It's a PM high. It's PM high. However, you would like to define that. Does that make sense? Also, let's go into YM really quick. All right. I want to show you something. Again, it's not just NASDAQ specific. Like you can come on YM and snap and do the same fucking thing. You're scared of trading the Dow Jones during New York? You don't want to do it? Do one thing at a fucking time. You get my point. But again, we're talking about anomalies, right? So again, I need you to realize it's the same thing. So right in this area, okay. So this is that same Monday. So even regardless, you're looking at this like, oh yeah, this is clean. Only NASDAQ looks out of pocket. Now, you might not have expected this because this was way far down. You feel me? So you definitely have some range in here. Okay. But that's on you. I'm not gonna say you don't know about this, but I'm not gonna say you need to be right on top of that. Not gonna get super into it, but if you're not really into 90-minute cycles, you might not be aware. And that's not for you, that's for my students. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. But again, you guys understand exactly what we're working with, right? And then you have your 9 o'clock. Okay. So just do one thing at a time. And I don't want you to feel like you're kind of boxed in with a concept. You're not really, you know what I mean? But even if you're saying, okay, Jay, well, where's my gold back levels? You can let me know if this is helpful for you or not. And like I said, between being an intraday trader, you're not really spending too much time on these bigger dealing ranges if you're not looking to be gathering data for your an overall technical picture. You know what I mean? Whew. I just said a lot in like 10 seconds, didn't I? Like, Negro, please relax. But also, what do you get access to? Is that hard for you? You see my point? Is that hard to find? Is it? Hmm. I mean, it's kind of like like what do you call it? Oh, Travis Scott just came on. He said, "Balling like we in the NBA." I feel that right now, brother. Hmm. Dude, I'm thinking like, have you ever like, um, I feel like when you find an A plus setup, like it's kind of like a feeling too. You know what I mean? It's not really just the setup itself, but it's a your self confidence feels good. Like you almost feel it out. You vibe it. Like I want you to feel the same thing. Like if you don't feel like a good, like almost like your favorite song came on when you are trading and that your setup comes to you. If you're not excited, I guarantee you that trade you do not want to take. I guarantee it. I guarantee you don't want that trade, bro. And it's crazy because I feel like a lot of people know exactly what I mean the more they start working with me. They're like, Jay, I see what you mean. Like the stuff that you mentioned is not very difficult. And what are some stuff that we could look at? Ready? So especially for like the NASDAQ, I need you to see something. Why would you not trust this gap? Are you sure you don't want to trust this gap? You feel what I'm saying? Why would you not trust this gap? Why would you not trust it? You have a fair value gap in your 81 fair value gap level. Also, if you see this, right, it did it without me having to do it for you. If you see when it shifted up, it's also your EXT level on your 81. So if you notice, you got a fair value gap in fair value gap. Are you not going to use it? You learned way early in season one that you can find fair value gaps in the right level, right? You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you missed that one, I'm about to super gem you up. All right. If you missed that one, where else are you going to find some cool shit? Guess what? Bitch, you guessed it. You was right. What is that? Fair value gap. Now, the thing is, right? Do you see how big this would be, right? If you're looking at it, huge gap, right? Huge. It's almost like disgusting if you like turn it off. I mean, it looks fine, but do you see my point? Why would you not trust the thing? Why? Why? If you missed a big 81 5 minute fair value gap, yes, it's that specific when I'm speaking on it. You need to attach a full time to it. 5 minute specific fair value gap. I just showed you a 1 minute fair value gap. So tell me what time. Don't just hit me up and say, yo, Jay, you see that gap? Which one, bro? All 9,000 that made today makes a gap every almost 15 literal seconds. What gap? Like what gap? 5 minute gap, 1 minute gap. PM liquid. Come on, William Fancy Son. Listen, man. And like I said, bro, it's just unfortunate that, as a trading community, like we just don't support each other like the way that we need to support each other. And we don't care about each other the way we need to care about each other. It's unfortunate. And it sucks because like there's some homies that came into my Discord and I hope you guys are doing well. But like they told me pretty much about Voldemort. You know what I mean? Like the fact that there's somebody out here telling you that first of all, charging $15,000 to tell somebody that goldback levels is not real. So hold on real quick. Real quick. Let's just back up. So you mean to tell me, and I'm talking like, you sure goldback levels don't work? You sure? And you're charging $15,000 for a custom goldback indicator, yet you're telling them it doesn't work. You don't give a fuck about these people, man. You don't care about these people, and it sucks. Why is my mentorship $13,000 cheaper? And I have to teach everybody everything. $13,000 cheaper is crazy. I can't believe I even just said that out loud. And you're telling people that goldback levels is not real. So fair value gaps don't work in fair value gap. So liquidity voids don't work from liquidity void. 15? Bro, you higher than me. It sucks, bro. It really sucks. People don't give a fuck about people, man. It's one thing to be good at trading, bro. And I get it. You probably want to shout out the rooftops. You want to tell your friends. You want to do this and the third. To charge a single person $15,000 and to not even help them is diabolical, bro. Diabolical. Listen, we have a lot to talk about. Not about that, because I mean, what can I do? Nothing. You want to pay 15,000 to let a child tell you that the goldback levels is not real. And when I say child, yes, that is a child. Bro, you're not even 25, you're a child. Let's put it that way. Ah, who else got a million subs on YouTube but not 25? Oh, you could probably put that one together. 15. You know what? The name of this episode is called 15,000. Man, listen, I need you guys to have a fun time. All right. I need you to get to a point where, again, you learn all this stuff, bro, whether it's from me, not from me. Like you come to mentorship or you come to YouTube or it don't really matter, bro. I want you to give a fuck about people and help people, teach people what you know, help your fucking family, help your friends. That's what this is all for. You don't fucking take advantage of people. 15,000 my fucking ass.